Hi guys, it's Meagan here. Happy day 34 of Lent. And yes, I know it's been a while. I've missed a couple of days, actually due to a few personal reasons. Um, but anyways, we are back and we are trying still. A few more days left to go. And one of the things that I can't skip over reflecting was actually this past Friday, March 27th, when the whole, or I guess the whole Catholic world turned to Rome when we watched the Pope ascend in St. Peter's Square and empty St. Peter's Square. And he was given the 𝗵𝗵𝗆𝗀𝗆 blessing, and that's a special blessing that is given to the city of Rome and of the world, usually twice a year, which is usually actually Easter Sunday and Christmas. And so this is such a special occasion because it was done outside of the regular times. And yet I think it was at a time where it's just really needed and necessary. What was most, I suppose, stood out the most to me was just how it was a time for us to connect. It was a time for us to just lay down everything and join together in prayer and just simply offer everything we have to God and really ask and implore the Lord for His mercy and help. It's really all that we can do in times where we hear our stats of numbers that are, skyrocketing in terms of how many people are confirmed with the virus, how many people have died because of the virus, the situations that we are in our economic states, and people who are losing jobs, people who are not able to survive, who are worried about their next meals, who are just so many things to worry, to be concerned about. There's a lot of people who point blame as to why this is happening, in terms of like how rapid it is spreading, how we can stop it, and this and that. And um, we see both the best and worst of humanity in this time. But at the end of the day, I think we cannot forget that the Lord really is the center of our lives, or should be at the center of our lives. And so it was such a beautiful moment to just pause everything and join in the live stream of Pope Francis in St. Peter's Square. And it was just, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it was like for you, if you were able to watch it live or if you were able to watch it um, afterwards. And for me, watching it live, here it was already kind of rainy and gloomy, and it was only in the morning here, because I'm one of the last time zones of the world, I suppose. Wow, that's wild. Um, and so physically, like looking outside, seeing the cloudiness and the rain, and then watching it live as Pope Francis walks into the rain, and just kneeling down in front of a laptop, just it just like transported me into like that same space, I guess, spiritually. Um, and I just felt very connected with the Catholic community. And more so, I just felt like united in prayer with Pope Francis and all that were there, and just really offering it all up to the Lord and asking Him, begging for His mercy, and just remembering how much in my littleness that I need Him in every single moment, every single breath that I take. I need Christ. I need God. I need the graces and mercy abundantly. Um, and it's also a time of recognition that like we've done the best that we can, or we are doing the best that we can as human beings, but beyond all our efforts, we really need miracles. We need God, um, in all of this. And it was a reflection. The gospel was taken um, when Jesus and the apostles were traveling and they're in the boat and there's a storm. And there's a lot of reflections of how we are in that storm, and how we should look to Christ, who asks us like, why are you afraid? Do you doubt? And I think the reality for a lot of people, even a lot of Catholic leaders, um, who are well versed in knowledge and theology, and um, even experience of doing ministry, a lot of people were just like, you know what, Lord? Yeah, I am afraid. Or, yeah, Lord, maybe I am not ready as I thought. Or maybe I do doubt. Or, like, maybe I need to put into perspective the things that I am doing and not just simply talk, but prepare myself for if and whenever. And as much as we try to do it, it is easy to get sidetracked in a lot of things, or it's easier to say, you know what, I'll deal with it later, or I will improve later, or like, I don't know, there's so many excuses. And so I found it very, um, uh, it was very humbling to see, not just for myself, but a lot of other um, strong personnel throughout the world who were able to just submit and surrender. And I think that's the most powerful thing that I've seen in a long time. All of us just surrendering to God everything. Because at the end of the day, um, ash to ash, dust to dust, that is all that we will turn into, unless united in the spirit. And like, I think that was just it. I think that was the first time in a long time where I've seen the Catholic Church as one global, universal church, um, just come together as one. And it also calls for us to look at what is important in our lives and to see if we are um, keeping to heart what is important in our lives, and if we are um, putting that at the center, if we are putting to the forefront the things that are important in our lives, or that should be important, or that should have priority. And that actually comes a lot from our relationship with Christ and our relationship with others. And so my overall reflection was, um, yeah, I think I think a lot of us, myself included, um, could take a step back and say and look at where we are, do a reality check, and learn to submit and surrender to God again. And I think it's not just like a one-time submission or a surrendering. It's a constant, each and every day, wake up and surrender your day to God. It's something that I've personally been trying to do. I've been praying actually this entire year so far. Is that I would wake up and say, Lord, I surrender my entire day to you. It is yours. Do with it what you will, um, whatever that may entail, including any challenges that He may allow me to face. Um, and so I think as we continue on for the next couple of days, can't believe that Holy Week is already like next week. Um, but that we continue to unite ourselves with Christ and to submit to Him. All our struggles, all our challenges, all our fears, worries, doubts, and anxieties, may we simply lift it up to the cross and unite ourselves in prayer as one Catholic Church. It's you and me, all of us, along with the Pope, and essentially as God's children, just submit it all to our Father and ask for our Father's help and for His mercy and guidance in all of this. That's my reflection for today. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. God bless.